Hey, it's Ben the Coin Geek, and today's topic for discussion is population reports and just what they are and what they mean. So, the major grading companies, for those of you who don't know, PCGS and NGC, keep track of how many coins have been graded and then what grades they come back in. Uh, my Annex friends, you can tell me about Annex if they've got the same thing on their servers. I'm sure that they do. But I know that PCGS and NGC both publish theirs. And I had a viewer here on YouTube ask me about population reports and if I think they're important. And every time I do a crackout video, am I skewing the pop reports? And of course, the answer to that is yes. Yes, I am. So 20 years ago, and this may still be true, PCGS, if you cracked a coin out, they wanted you to send in the label, and they would pay you a quarter credit or something to that effect for the label. So that was something that they did to try to get people to turn in their labels to help keep their population report accurate. So, do I think that population reports are important? And am I worried that I'm skewing the population report? I am not worried at all if I'm skewing the population report. Pop reports are something that's kind of new within the last couple of decades of collecting. Typically, what you used to see is collectors who really delved into or dove into a specific collecting area. They would know very well what the nicest coin was that they saw. The computer software was here and here. They knew when they saw a coin that was nicer than any coin that they've seen for that certain date in mint mark combination. And part of that's the fun of collecting. And when you look at things, certain coins that you collect, and you find one that's really superb, you know it's superb because you specialize in pennies or Morgans or whatever it is. And this is the same thing with the people who collect toned coins. See, what's fun about toned coins is there's no grade on that. It's none of this, well, PCGS says it's a 65. Well, NGC says it's a 66. No, I, the collector or the dealer, say, dang, that's a nice looking coin. And I'm going to buy it. And I'm going to pay more than anybody else. And you're not going to buy it. I'm going to get it. And that's what used to happen with all coins before there was a grading service and before there were pop reports. So do pop reports matter? They can. This is just a PCGS market report. If you are a member with them, I think they mail this to you. And also, if you look online, you'll see their pop reports. This isn't a pop report. It's more of a price guide. But at the end, they have the overall population on the coins and then the finest grade known. So when there's 10,000 1907 2.5 Indians graded, does the pop report really matter when you crack one out and send it back in? Not really. Not really. Now here's down below, this is proof gold coins, and there's only a pop of 1 or 2. Well, the pop report probably matters a little bit more then. But it goes back to what I was saying before. The collector for proof gold, $2.50 gold pieces, they've seen these gold coins. They've seen it all. They know if the coin that's being sold at auction is nicer than the one they have, or if it's nicer than any that they've seen before, because they're so scarce. So I don't pay that much attention to pop reports. It is something that skews auction results. On modern coins, if you get, let's call it mid-century modern, right? So maybe not the modern silver eagles or gold eagles or stuff like that, where you have everything's an MS69 or an MS70. Think of the 1950s, where all of a sudden you'll get a penny or a nickel that in a certain grade, a 67 or 68, there's only one known. And then all of a sudden, everybody's fighting for that. So that gets back to the fact that PCGS and NGC are now really integral in making the market what it is. Whereas, 30, 40 years ago, you would have to have collectors at an auction look at the coin and say, I want that coin more than you do because that's the nicest one. So the collectors, in a way, had more of the power back then compared to today. So I think that, generally speaking, when it comes to pop reports, I don't pay a whole lot of attention to them. One of the things that's really made pop reports really popular is that NGC and PCGS both have registry sets now. Oh man, if you make something a competition for a couple of guys to get into, game on, right? I mean, that was such a brilliant marketing tactic for PCGS and NGC to sit there and say, if we make this the finest known and we give a point system, and all of a sudden collectors can compete. Now all of a sudden they've created a tremendous amount of demand, and in certain areas where there maybe wasn't a lot of demand, like that mid-century modern stuff or more modern coins that are graded, that really helped them. Them being PCGS and NGC, it's really helped them stay in business, because over the last couple decades, you look at what they're grading, and a lot of it is not 200-year-old American coins. A lot of it is more modern coins that guys are fighting for, because I got a 67, no, I got a 68. If you held them next to each other, maybe you couldn't even tell the difference between the two, right? So that's what I think about pop reports. Leave your comments in the comment box. I am Ben the Coin Geek. You can follow me here on YouTube. Please subscribe. And you can also follow me on Instagram at the Coin Geek. And we do have coins for sale at oldpueblocoin.com. So go ahead and check that out. Thanks for watching.